What's up, Multiverse Maniacs? Welcome back to another episode of Multiverse of Mayhem, where we're bringing you all the breaking news and rumors from across the Marvel, DC, and Star Wars universes. And boy, do we have a ton to cover today. We're diving deep into all of Daniel RPK's latest scoops and breaking news, along with some major leaks and confirmations from across the geek movie landscape. So grab your snacks, buckle up, and let's get into the supersized news explosion. Let's kick things off in a galaxy far, far away. According to Daniel RPK, Ryan Gosling's Star Wars Starfighter is officially gearing up to begin filming this September. This confirms what we learned at Star Wars Celebration Japan last month, where Lucasfilm officially announced the title and release date of May 28th, 2027. But here's where it gets spicy. Remember those leaked plot details from RPK about a 15-year-old boy on a mission with his uncle, Gosling, being pursued by a duo of villains? Well, it looks like casting for those villain roles has been quite the challenge. According to RPK's latest scoop, Jesse Plemons and Jodie Comer were initially offered the villain roles, but both declined. Then Mikey Madison, fresh off her Oscar win for Honora, was approached for the female villain, but she also passed. For the boy's mother role, possibly Gosling's sister or sister-in-law, Sarah Snook of Succession was offered the part but turned it down. Even Greta Lee was considered for a cantina owner role, but she also declined. That's 5 major actors turning down roles in a Star Wars project with Ryan Gosling. What's going on here? Is there trouble in paradise? Or is it simply scheduling conflicts given the fall production start? Either way, director Sean Levy has his work cut out for him to fill these roles before cameras roll in just a few months. On the upside, Gosling himself seems thrilled with the project, calling the script so good, with such a great story, with great and original characters. Sounds good, but what else is he going to say as he is single-handedly carrying this new movie? Either way, the casting hiccups, this standalone adventure set 5 years after the rise of Skywalker, is definitely something to keep an eye on. And with how incredible the latest Star Wars Disney Plus show Andor was, the new follow-up movie definitely needs to be spot on. Next up, let's swing over to the Marvel Universe, where Spider-Man 4, now officially titled Spider-Man Brand New Day, is making major progress. According to current reports, the film is currently shooting in Morocco, confirming some of those chair leak photos that circulated online last week. In case you missed it, Tom Holland confirmed last year that filming would begin in summer 2025, but it looks like they're getting an early start with some location shooting. And the big news everyone's talking about? J.K. Simmons is confirmed to return as J. Jonah Jameson. According to Daniel RPK, Simmons has been added to a recent casting grid ahead of the main production. This marks Simmons' third MCU appearance as Jameson after his surprise return in Far From Home and expanded role in No Way Home. And honestly, is anyone surprised? Jameson has become such an integral part of these movies. What's interesting is how Jameson will fit into the story given the memory wipe at the end of No Way Home. With Peter Parker essentially starting from scratch, with no one remembering who he is, including MJ and Ned, Jameson will likely still be on his anti-Spider-Man crusade, but without the knowledge of who's under the mask. That dynamic could lead to some seriously juicy storytelling possibilities. You know what? I just thought about something totally random, but with the whole Spidey wipe worldwide, this allows Marvel to explore a little Mandela effect conspiracy theory of its own. Maybe MJ is one of the first to start thinking, wait a second here, I remember something that is not part of current reality. But let's quickly pivot from that rabbit trail. You'll need to dive into another channel to go down that Mandela path. Back to it though, Spider-Man Brand New Day is scheduled to hit theaters on July 31st, 2026. And yes, despite reports of Zendaya returning in a smaller role, the film appears to be building a new supporting cast around Holland's Peter Parker, with Sadie Sink's mystery role at the center of much speculation. Now hold on to your Infinity Stones, because this next bit of news is huge. According to Daniel RPK, the rumors about Avengers Doomsday featuring a massive fight between the Avengers and the X-Men have been confirmed. Set leaks from the UK production have shown what appears to be the X-Mansion with destroyed Sentinels, and according to RPK's scoop, the film will feature a team of Avengers, notably missing some Thunderbolts members, battling against the X-Men. This is exactly what fans have been dreaming of since Disney acquired Fox. We're finally getting that iconic Avengers vs. X-Men storyline adapted for the big screen. The leaked footage shows what looks like parts of fallen Sentinels on the grounds of Xavier's school, suggesting a major battle takes place there. What makes this even more fascinating is that it appears Dr. Doom, Robert Downey Jr., may be manipulating both sides into conflict. Some fans are theorizing that the movie might open with Doom defeating the Fox X-Men as a way to establish his threat level before he takes on the MCU heroes. Whether this is the case or not, seeing these two iconic superhero teams clash on the big screen is going to be absolutely epic. The film is currently shooting at Pinewood Studios in England with the Russo brothers at the helm, with the absolutely massive cast announced back in March, including the return of legacy X-Men actors like Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, and Kelsey Grammer. Avengers Doomsday is shaping up to be one of the most ambitious superhero movies ever made. Speaking of Marvel, here's a cosmic scoop that's got us super excited. According to Daniel RPK, Marvel Studios is planning to include Silver Surfer in the Annihilators. If you're not familiar with the Annihilators, they're essentially the galaxy's mightiest heroes, a super-powered cosmic team from Marvel Comics featuring characters like Beta Ray Bill, Quasar, Gladiator, Nova, Ronin, and yes, Silver Surfer. What's particularly interesting is that RPK doesn't specify which Silver Surfer will appear. As we know, Julia Garner is playing Shalabal, a version of Silver Surfer, in the upcoming Fantastic Four First Steps. But many insiders suggest that if Silver Surfer appears in multiple MCU projects, it will be the classic Norrin Rad version, not Garner's character. This suggests Marvel's cosmic side is about to expand in a major way post-Secret Wars, with rumors of an Annihilators movie in development and previous plans for a Nova project that was reportedly deemed too expensive. It seems like Marvel is finally ready to go all in on its cosmic characters. And with Star-Lord potentially leading this team, according to other scoopers, we might not have seen the last of Chris Pratt in the MCU after all. Here's another juicy scoop. The current draft of the MCU's X-Men reboot has Mr. Sinister as the main villain. This is actually a brilliant move by Marvel Studios. Instead of going back to Magneto, who we've seen as the primary antagonist in multiple Fox X-Men movies, they're giving us a fresh villain who's never appeared in live action before. For those unfamiliar with Mr. Sinister, he's one of the X-Men's most formidable foes, a 19th century scientist named Nathaniel Essex, who was transformed into an immortal being obsessed with genetic manipulation and mutation. He's particularly fixated on the Summers bloodline, and his comic book schemes have included cloning, genetic engineering, and various other unethical experiments. Casting for Sinister hasn't been announced yet, but various actors have been rumored for the role over the years, including Bryan Cranston, Jon Hamm, and Daniel Craig. Whoever ends up playing him, this villain choice indicates that Marvel is serious about differentiating their X-Men from the Fox films. The X-Men reboot is reportedly set to begin filming after Secret Wars wraps, placing it firmly in the MCU's next saga following the Multiverse saga. And finally, let's wrap up with an update on one of Marvel's most troubled productions, Blade. According to the latest scoop from Danny RPK, even though Blade is currently on pause, Marvel Studios still wants Mahershala Ali to play the character. This follows Disney's removal of Blade from its 2025 release schedule last October, replacing it with Predator Badlands. The Blade reboot has been in development hell since it was first announced at Comic-Con in 2019, cycling through multiple directors, writers, and release dates. The good news, Marvel seems committed to keeping Ali in the role, which makes sense given his star power and the fact that he was the one who approached Marvel about playing Blade in the first place. The bad news, there's no clear timeline for when or if the film will actually get made. It's possible that instead of a solo film, Ali's Blade might debut in another Marvel project first, perhaps in a supernatural team-up like Midnight Suns, or even a cameo in another character's movie. Either way, Marvel isn't giving up on bringing the Daywalker into the MCU, even if the path there has been rockier than expected. And there you have it, a load of the latest intel from across the nerd movie landscape. From Star Wars to Marvel to DC, the next few years are looking absolutely packed with incredible content. But what do you think? Which of these news items has you most excited? Are you pumped for the Avengers vs. X-Men battle? Can't wait to see Ryan Gosling in Star Wars? Or are you more intrigued by Mr. Sinister making his live-action debut? Let us know in the comments below. Also, what are you hearing? Got a scoop for us? As always, if you enjoyed this news roundup, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. This has been Multiverse of Mayhem, and we'll see you in the next one.